Everyone, my name is Ron Van Sessen, and I am the owner of one of the owners of Inspiration Wood Wellness Club, and I'm also a wellness guide here. So I am here to help you with this video series. This video series we're called Inspiration for Wellness, and we are focusing on helping you to get started off on the right foot on your wellness journey. Making sure all of your efforts are well coordinated and you got everything you need. You got the information, you got the tools, everything you need to be successful. So let's jump in. We're going to talk about another one of my favorite products today. And today we're going to talk about Terrazyme. Now, Terrazyme is from dōTERRA, and it's part of the DigestZen line. And there's a lot of great products in the DigestZen line. We'll cover more of those as we go. For example, PB Assist, there's Endocrine, there's the Digest tabs, there's all kinds of really good stuff. And I always start, the foundation for wellness is, of course, the lifelong vitality. We have to start there. But right after that, it's important, in my opinion, that we look at the DigestZen line because they're so beneficial for us. And I'm going to share with you a little bit what makes Terrazyme so special and why this needs to be a part of your wellness journey as well. So let's talk about Terrazyme. Now, Terrazyme, as you may figure it out from the name, we're talking about enzymes here, and specifically we're talking about digestive enzymes. Now, there are two different kinds of enzymes. We have to understand there are metabolic enzymes, and then there are digestive enzymes. So our bodies are actually, believe it or not, here's some good news, our bodies are actually pretty good at producing both of these. But the bad news is that our bodies are not very good at producing both at the same time. So here's what happens. We eat not the best foods all the time. In our culture especially, we're a culture of convenience. So we eat a lot of processed foods. Maybe we eat some fast food that we're not supposed to. And as a result, these kinds of foods are just harder to process on our bodies. Our bodies aren't really designed for that. And so our body is constantly producing the digestive enzymes. As a result, we don't get enough metabolic enzymes. Our body doesn't produce enough of the metabolic enzymes. What does that mean? That means our metabolism and some other key functions in our body starts to slow down, right? So we don't want that to happen. So what's one of the best things we can do? Of course, we need to focus on nutrition, try to eat as best we can, but that's not always possible. So the next best thing we can do then is to add Terrazyme, add these digestive enzymes to our system. Now enzymes, if you don't understand what an enzyme is, let me give you a little background on this. Enzymes are responsible, they're basically the catalyst for every process in our body. I'll give you an analogy here. If we were an automobile, the spark plugs would be the enzymes. Okay? Enzymes are like spark plugs. Without that spark, nothing would happen. They're responsible for every chain reaction in our body. Okay, that's a good way to explain it. Enzymes create all the chain reactions. And when you start thinking about the multitude of chain reactions having in our bodies at the cellular level, it's infinite practically, right? So we need these enzymes. We need metabolic enzymes and we need digestive enzymes. But our bodies have to produce the metabolic ones. But we can supplement the digestive enzymes. And that's exactly what we're doing here. So this will help us break down the foods that we've eaten, get all the good stuff we've eaten. It'll help our bodies to be able to process those nutrients really well, to take full advantage of the proteins and the healthy fats and the complex carbohydrates. That's what these enzymes are doing. They're breaking those out and taking them where they need to go and processing them. And then when we eat something that isn't necessarily really that good for us, these enzymes help kick it out. They send it through the exit and get rid of it. Anyways, we don't want any waste building up in our system. That slows us down. That creates a toxic environment. We don't want that. We gotta clean out as much waste as we can. So that's what these digestive enzymes do. They keep everything moving well. They process everything. They put it where it needs to go, and we stay healthier that way. So now let me tell you this: the Terrazyme here. I take 4 of these a day. I take 2 in the morning and I take 2 in the afternoon with both doses of my LLV. And that works well for me, but I don't have a very sensitive digestive system. My digestion is pretty solid. Now, I know a lot of people that I work with and I help that have very sensitive digestion, and they need more of this. Well, here's the good news. You can actually take up to 9 of these a day. dōTERRA says that's okay. You can take 3 at every meal, and if you need that, great, take it. You don't have to worry about taking too much of these because it won't hurt you. If you take too many enzymes, what happens is your body just stores them up until they need them for later. It's not going to hurt you one little bit. Now, don't go over 9. You don't need to. It will cost you a lot more money, and there's no sense wasting it. But no, if you need it, you can take more. I find that typically on a daily basis, 4 is good for me. If I do end up eating something that if we're traveling or something and I don't have a lot of food choices, I can't eat the normal foods I like to eat, then I might take a few more. I might go up to 6 or 7 in a day total for that. But it's nice to be able to have that freedom. Now, I have to tell you, before I started my wellness journey, it's been about 4 or 5 years now, I lose track. But before I started this, I did not have healthy eating habits at all, and I took a lot of antacids. And I took the antacids, the kind you're only supposed to take 1 a day of. I would take 3 or 4 a day, sometimes more, just because I was that unhealthy. My digestive system was had a lot of problems. So what I found with Terrazyme, though, is if I do now get a sense of some kind of indigestion or bloating or heartburn or just kind of heavy feeling in my stomach, I take Terrazyme. And for me, that does the trick. That knocks it out right away. Now, I want you to understand when we take antacids, and maybe you're out there and you're the kind of person that takes antacids, hopefully not as many as I used to. But if you're taking antacids, I want you to understand that all that's really doing is providing a little bit of comfort. It's not really fixing the problem. There's a bigger problem going on if you're having more of a chronic issue with your digestive system. If you're having some chronic heartburn or burning sensation or indigestion, whatever it may be, you need to boost your enzymes, your digestive enzymes. That's going to help a lot. And that's one of the things that I learned is all those antacids, they don't fix anything. They're just dulling the pain or dulling the discomfort, but they're not really fixing the problem. Terrazyme, because it's giving your body the tools it needs to get rid of that bad stuff, it's actually fixing the problem. So again, you can take up to 9 of these if you need them. I do well with 4, but this is something that after LLV, this was my next go-to. I incorporate this in my daily routine. I use it every single day without fail, and it's been a great product for me. So that's it for now. I hope you found this useful. I'd love to hear some feedback from you. Feel free to leave some feedback. Ask me any questions you may have, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel here. We'd love for you to see more of our videos. The last thing we want you to do is miss anything that you might find really helpful for you or a member of your family. Also, connect with us on Facebook and Instagram. I'm going to provide the links below this video. And visit our website, inspirationwood.com. I'm going to provide a link for that as well. And you will be able to get our free daily tracker, our free wellness tracker. And that's just a gift for you from us just for coming to visit our website and checking it out. So I'll provide that link down below as well. And until we see you again, of course, we wish you wellness.